Welcome back to Bissell Maple Farms YouTube channel. I am Nate. You're in my truck. It's Sunday, and I need to head into the sugar works for a little while to do a special project. Remember the totes I was telling you about? Spacecraft cardboard ones? Well, yeah. I wanted to replace them with the cage totes. We definitely met some resistance, both internally and externally, so we didn't change it. Then we started shipping to the West Coast. Let me tell you, we have a policy at Bissell Maple Farm when it comes to parcel post or any sort of package we shipped out, that if it breaks, may not be our fault, but we are responsible. It's like the beginning of Ace Ventura, where he's walking around just getting the card. That's what they do, right? They're going to destroy any package. They're going to punt it, drive over it, whatever. But I always think about that, and that's, you have to package your maple syrup as if that's going to happen. That's really important. Well, the same goes true for freight. If you're shipping things across the country, you really need to make sure it is able to be poked, crushed. It needs to be protected. And unfortunately, we've had some breakage. And the customer and us, we are sick of it. So it's not our fault, but we are responsible. And at some point this week, I'm going to drive from Northeast Ohio to Seattle. It's going to be at least a 3-day trip out there. It's 36 hours of drive time. So figure what? If you don't stop for long, 40 total? It's a long time. And what we're going to do is deliver some syrup to our customer because we don't want breakage again. And then we are also going to bring some damaged totes back. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the condition they're in, but I've seen pictures and it ain't pretty. Same goes for, one of them was all over the floor. So these cardboard totes are not holding up, and it's time. It's time. We want to actually bring the IBC tote full bore into the industry. So I'm going in to make a video and show people how to hook up to totes. Just to make sure that the totes have a uniform, that it goes with our customers' equipment. Hope that makes sense. So I went all the way through our maintenance area and I couldn't find one male cam lock to female cam lock fitting, so I'm at Tractor Supply. This is what I'm looking for. This guy right here. Website said they had him. Nothing. I'm not gonna give up that easy. I'm gonna go ask somebody. He's probably in a box somewhere, or they're not here. So now I am in Middlefield, Ohio. There's a Tractor Supply here. They had three of them on the website. I didn't bother calling because it's just hard to explain what they are. So I'm gonna snag these three and then head all the way back up to Jefferson and then back home. Look at that. Tap my trees. Old Pete's filling up the kits and shipping them out. Right around the corner here. I'm looking for, these are just plugs. Where are you? I said you had 3 in stock, guys. You're gonna kill me here. Oh, please. Please let there be... 1, 2, and 3. All right, want to give a quick lesson here on brand new IBC totes, how we use them, how you can connect to them, because I can show you the current option in the industry are these guys right here. So I can get down and show you. They come on a plastic pallet. There is a 2-inch connection that threads on. And we've just had so many issues with trucking companies sticking their forks right in there. It's amazing. Plus these, if they get rained on, become wet, and that's not good. How it gets rained on between here and the customer, I don't know. But we need to protect ourselves from inadequate trucking companies. So let me show you the other process. These are IBC totes. 275 gallons will hold 3,025 pounds of maple syrup. We buy these brand new in Cleveland, Ohio, about 50 minutes from us. They ship these in. This is how we are choosing to ship syrup going forward with bulk customers, because these totes are stronger, safer. They have a second life, so they can be reused and are often sought after, in fact, have value on the secondary market. And I'm here to show you the different ways that you can connect your equipment to these IBC totes. So unthread your dust cap. There is a foil liner. You would remove that. And for the first option that I like is a 2-inch cam lock fitting, where you would thread that on. Go hand tight. Yeah. And then whatever piece of equipment you would use, you can use these. I like the gator locks, because once they lock, they won't come off. And you can lock that in and dispense your maple syrup either with gravity. Open the top, open your valve, and you can dispense with gravity, or a hose in case you wanted to fill 5-gallon buckets. But this is one way to do it. And then you would just reuse this every time. You definitely want to have multiples, because some people accidentally forget to take them off. So I highly recommend having a few of these around, because these will accidentally get shipped out. This is the sanitary fitting, TC or triclover tri-clamp fitting. They work really well as also, but you don't want to make new threads. That's the only thing with these sharp ones, man. They will make a new thread if you aren't careful. There it is. So tri-clamp fitting, you would put your gasket, your next pipe or whatever you're going to use to dispense, and there you have it. If you're tired of totes getting destroyed on the way to your location, we are too. So that's why we've been innovating and trying something different with these totes. We've had them in test for over a year. We send them to farmers for them to fill, so they've been filled hot off the evaporator. We fill them hot here, and if it's consumed in a reasonable amount of time, you don't have anything to worry about. I haven't had it into a long-term test yet. We had it in for 3 months and accidentally used it. So that's going to start over. And so far, I'm very confident that this will seal. And yeah, you shouldn't have any mold issues if you're using it within 6 months. I would like to get a 1-year shelf life on this, but it's currently in test. But yeah, we actually use liquid nitrogen on top, so the tote doesn't crush. It'll expand 700 times to reduce the amount of vacuum suction on the plastic. I hope that makes sense. Look at that.
Who's here? So you have a dinner?
Somebody put the... Now, just for record, Jess, this is the identification placard that comes... You want to put your sticker for the product on this, just for future...
We got it.
Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Still warm? Oh, yeah. Still warm. These are going to Seattle. And I have a co-pilot.
My guy.
Kevin's going with me.
Yeah, he's going to have fun.
Heck yeah. Some steakhouse we're going to, right?
What is it, in Missoula?
You said it's like 4 or 5 miles off the road. Did you go there?
Yeah.
You guys went out to Montana a couple summers ago.
It's been 5 years.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, it has been 5 years.
Are you serious? So there it is. They're still warm. I gotta go get a trailer. So I'm here at Leonard Truck and Trailer in Jackson, Ohio, right off 76. Leasing a trailer, and I guess somebody didn't like the Trump flag and called and said he'd be there in 20 minutes to beat up the owner. But yeah, that's what you're dealing with, folks. So is this a trailer here?
Yep.
All right.
That's here. It's like she wants to.
Pieces of wood.
Yep. Block in case you need to get up.
Cool. All right, we're looking for damage, right?
Yep. I don't think in the front.
Looks pretty good.
Mark some dents. To the
I got you. Oh, I see right here.
Yep.
Oh, make sure you get that sticker.
Yep.
I'm messing with you, dude. All right, cool. Yeah, and you got a spare for us.
Yep.
You got a way to put the spare on and off?
I can sell you. I don't think I can rent, but I do sell a
Like a 4...
jiffy jack where you pull up the tire that isn't flat, and it's that tire to take it off.
I got you. Maybe that's what that wood's for.
Yeah.
Drive up on one of them.
Oh yeah, you see a lot of that. There's like 750 trailers.
I mean, I saw the aerial shot.
Yeah.
I see it every time I drive by. That's a nice one right there, dude. I like the idea of aluminum. What is this? It even has, like, weight? How about that? There's a scale on it? I can't even make it budge. That's pretty cool. Diesel additives. Ammunition. Oh man, look at all this good stuff.
How you doing?
I'm good. This is awesome. I had no idea you guys had all this.
Yeah.
This came for a trailer and I got
You have anything specific that you like to look for, like a certain brand? That's a single action. The other one over there is a.
oh, there's a big one. Who makes the 50 cal?
These are Barrett's.
Barrett's. Aren't they like
a
the
Barrett dealer came in with like 5 of them and traded them in for a Humvee.
seriously? Oh my gosh, because this is $5,000.
The most expensive one we sold, because it had the suppressor on it too, sold for like, I think it was 20 grand altogether. 3
Wow.
for the suppressor, 17 for the gun itself.
This is insane.
Okay.
This will go through the block of an engine, I think, right?
Yep, that's what they're for.
You have actually what it looks like? I was just going to ask you. What's your name?
Abby.
Abby. It's on your shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This? Mm-hmm. Oh,
So probably about that much of it would come out of that casing.
and this is all just the
That's just
propulsion.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
about that much would come out and go through whatever.
That's insane. What does something like this run? $20 just for one bullet?
It's $60 a box, and there's 10 in there, so $6 a bullet.
$6. That'll do some damage.
Oh yeah.
Not only would you kill a deer, you'd flip it right over 6 times.
I think it would be obliterated. It is a 22 Gatling gun.
Chain drive?
Ordnance. So this comes with a longer belt. We just shortened
Okay.
it because it's, for display.
This is for like little 22s.
You can even order more of these. You could
Oh,
have
these guys make paintball guns, Tipman.
you could have 1,000 feet of this belt if you really wanted to, and then you just sit
No kidding.
and just crank it out.
This is like old, like, Civil War stuff.
This would be good to take out your, pesky groundhog.
Yeah, that would. And it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Holy
And You
cow.
could probably. I think there was a. My manager was telling me there was a guy on YouTube. I think he threaded all of these and put little tiny suppressors on the end of them.
So it's just quieter?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah, but I think you'd have to take this bar off right there, otherwise it would.
I got you. So this is a Tipman. No kidding.
And we have other Titmans too.
Really? Mm-hmm. I didn't know they made real firearms.
Yeah, down there, little 22 rifles.
Did they really? How about that? Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah, that's where my uncle lives.
There you go. No kidding. Huh. When I was in college, I started a paintball club, and we bought all Titmans. I had no idea. They're probably doing better with this than they are with paintball now.
Yeah. If you want to buy one of those today, I'll throw in this speed loader right there.
What's that?
Free. You put them all in here. You let them all into this end. You shake them till they sit down.
So that's for
and they come
loading
over
the
here,
22.
And you put the mag in there. All you do is just...
Oh, no kidding.
We have had others that are...
Oh, Tipman makes it.
Yeah. We have had others
No
that are crap. That, you know, they get stuck or they get jammed
Sure,
or whatever.
sure.
Literally, it's like effortless.
I got you.
Like, a child could do it. Like,
So-
that's how easy it is.
What is it, 22? I came to rent a trailer, and now I'm looking at guns. $600. How about that?
It really depends on which one you're which one you're going for.
No kidding.
This one's $5.25.
Abby, how long you been doing this?
This is week 8 for me,
I got you.
but I've grown up around.
I could tell.
So, but
You're way more comfortable than I am.
but there's still a lot that I gotta learn.
Sure.
A lot.
Sure. You're doing great. I don't think you're going to have any problem.
Thank you.
All right, this is the walk-around list. Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, just so you don't get charged for anything that you didn't do.
Gotcha.
And then
That's
I'll use
fair.
your credit card.
All right. Well, that's pretty easy. They got everything started, hooked up, brakes checked, and everything. Check it out. Ready to go. They even complimented my truck. Said I got a nice truck there. I think we do. So we're ready. Ready to go. Lights are on. Pretty sweet. I'll tell you why I like this. Because they set everything up for me. They hooked everything up. Everything's done. I don't have to like learn it for the first time and then learn all the lessons, you know? So I'm pretty happy that everything's hooked up. Next time that comes off here will be a week from now. Right back here in Jackson, Ohio. Leonard Truck and Trailer. Yeah, it was pretty fun. The young girl working there, I think she sold me a gun she don't even have yet. So that's pretty good. That'll work. Well, that's not what I want to see. I think I just lost my plug. Service trailer brake system. Maybe they forgot to put it in. Well, let's stop up at the exit here. I lost my light. All right, I just wiggled the connection a little bit there at the pilot, and everything's back on, so we are good to go. Probably going to be an ongoing battle. Who knows? Probably a little terminal corrosion. That's probably what it is. Need to get some of that lick dab, as Fred calls it. Everything is called lick dab to Fred. Everything. If it's some sort of a grease or something, it's a lick dab. Just remember that, lick dab. All right. So this, they said to put a tote over the rear axle. So we'll probably turn them sideways so they're lengthwise this way. Tote over this axle, a tote over the front axle, and then a tote in front. That's what they recommended doing. So a tote over the back axle, front axle, and then right in front. So we'll just put them like this, right in the middle. So I wanted to send you guys that video because I'm going to drop this off in the morning. I got to grab breakfast, I think, in Jefferson. First thing in the morning. So this video is for my team to load this up and strap it down for me so we can get going all the way to Seattle. Well, good morning, good morning. It is trip to Seattle day. I'm heading to the Sugar Works. We're going to load up and head to Seattle. I think we're going to stop in Eau Claire here tonight. I think we're taking the northern route. I think 94 might be a little bit slower. I think we'll take the northern route. And yeah, that's the goal. Get to Eau Claire tonight. So 12 hours of driving. Well, heck, we might even get into Minnesota. I'm not sure yet. Stay on the other side of Minneapolis. But it's going to be a trip of learning. I want to learn what type of mileage this truck will get when it's hauling a load over a long haul. We're going to learn some things, you know. I want to learn if sea foam actually helps. Haven't you always wondered? You know, I know the guys, you know, at the farm there, they always say that sea foam's a big help. So I want to do like some testing, like, you know, I can fill 4 times to get out to Seattle. Because I get about 600 miles a tank, but I guess it'll be 5 times because I'll probably get about 500 miles a tank. And let's try it with and without seafoam and see what happens. Like, does the mileage go up? Of course, there's other variables I can't control, like wind and everything else. But I hope to get enough data to check it out. We'll also check and see, something else we're going to learn is how many days you can wear the same socks before the other guys in the truck notice. That's something else that we're going to find out. 7 days. You may end up wearing, some jeans a few days. Could get a little locker roomish here. One of the reasons that I decided to go with a 3/4 ton diesel with the Allison transmission, this Duramax Allison combo is, well, I'll be honest, I know how much Fred and Ralph like this combo, but would never buy it for themselves. And they help me a lot, and they go on a lot of trips. Another reason is I needed something reasonable for pulling. This truck is going to do a lot of hauling. Empty totes and empty drums from Maine to Minnesota. We're going to be in it a long time. I kind of maybe wish I would have got a truck with more creature comforts, but it's a work truck. So yeah, we got that. I want to be able to move my tractor around, some logs, hauling some things at the farm. Sometimes it's handy to have enough pulling power. I know that I could have done almost everything with a 1/2 ton. It's just trips like this that I'm thankful, that we have the little extra oomph. But, just when I was doubting the purchase of the diesel from an economy and efficiency standpoint, an opportunity like this pops up. And I don't regret it now. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. That's one of the reasons I decided to upgrade. I told myself that the next time I got a truck, it would be a 3/4 ton diesel. And that's what we did. So, I don't think there's enough data out there. Maybe there is a ton of videos. I just couldn't find any. I just knew the Duramax Allison transmission was a good combo. But I had also heard of a lot of longtime GM people switching over to Ford diesels due to the fuel mileage improvement. I'm pretty sure it's a well-known fact that the fuel mileage in the Fords are definitely better. A significant amount to where GM people became Ford people. I'm talking in recent history, last year or two. So that's saying something. It's probably why I got this so recently. Oh well, live and you learn. One thing I do need to do is change my mass airflow sensor. I'm sorry, not the sensor. I need to add the spacer. So Kevin's brother David told me about the spacer so you don't soot up your mass airflow sensor. So I ordered one online, and you just gotta pop the sensor off with a 10mm wrench, put the spacer in. It comes with a new Allen wrench bolt thing, stick it in, and that'll get it out of the stream of diesel exhaust fumes. So looking at my average here, this is nothing in the trailer. It goes between, 14, 12. My average has dropped quite a bit, but I'm going up a decent little grade, and just the trailer looks like I'm averaging 13, 12. So I guess that's my baseline without syrup. I'm going to add 9,600 pounds to this trailer before we take off, and that should suck it down to 10. I don't know. I'm just curious. I know with a gas engine it makes a huge difference. So, yeah. Open the hood. Okay. There you go. So it's one of these guys. It's either this guy or this guy. Not sure which one. Alright, this is the sensor that needs to be spaced out. There's actually two mass airflow sensors. This is the one that you want to remove, the one on top. You're supposed to disconnect the battery, but I don't plan on disconnecting the sensor. I'm just going to take this off, put the spacer on, and we're going to go. Although I plan on cleaning the sensor with some cleaner. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. This is what I purchased. One of these guys. Map sensor kit. All you're doing is spacing it. So, again, a nice little box here. This little box. There you go. Spacer. I know the O-ring's important. That's going to go right here. And then it's got its own Allen wrench. Boy, that thing doesn't want a seat. So you got this guy.
The house along the way I got my tool kit with me, mate.
Good deal. What's this thing? What is this little guy? Probably grease of some sort. Oh, maybe that's the actual... Yeah, go ahead. What the frick is this? Alright, I see. So the sensor's going to go here. And you're still going to reuse the same bolt. And apparently it's to seal it. Let's scan for installation instructions. Well, inside the box, there's this little QR code. Yeah, I just watched the video. Now, go disconnect, sensor, clean the sensor. So this guy here, 10mm socket. I said wiggle it back and forth and twist it. Oh wow, look how much junk is on that. I gotta show that to you. I have no idea how this isn't throwing a code. But look at that. Look how caked up this is. What a terrible design. Yeah, let's clean that out. Alright, look at that. So my plan was just to use this mass airflow sensor cleaner and just clean it out. Look at that. I don't want to touch it or something. Oh geez. How is that thing even functioning? There it is, a little glass ball there. Get rid of that junk. Next. Yeah, you're probably not supposed to drop it down there like that. I'm pretty sure that is a piece of glass. Let's really clean it because we gotta get going. Watch, I'll probably throw a code now that it's clean. So that's a lot better than it was. So now, I'm going to seat this in here. Use the original 10mm bolt. Tighten her down. That felt like 60 pounds. So, they got a little bit of this blue lick dab here, so I'm going to put a little blue lick dab on it. A little bit of lick dab. So I have cold fingers, and I can just tell, like, putting this O-ring around here is just going to be real fun. I can just feel it. How am I going to get that O-ring in there? So I'm supposed to get this O-ring to seat. And my hands are cold. And I don't feel like it's going to do what I want. But we'll just try it. What do you think?
says it will. I just don't trust it. This is where I lose the O-ring. I hate this. Let's just go ahead and stick that in there for now. Like, stay there, O-ring. I just hope it seats. I just hope it seats. What do you think? Hope is not a good strategy. Map sensor replacement. Mass airflow sensor replacement right there. This thing is just not going that easy. Give me a break, man. All right. I feel like that is not a great design. You're just supposed to kind of hope it's in there, I guess. But the O-ring went where it's supposed to go. Yeah. Well, hopefully that'll do it.
So, now I know how Ralph feels. Nothing was really ready to go this morning. Huh. Everybody's got a life, I guess. Okay, we're starting. 57,431 miles. It's on E. I gotta fill it, and there is probably seafoam residual, so I'm gonna run seafoam on the beginning part of this trip, and then when I run out, we'll probably go through a couple tanks and just see if there was any improvement with the seafoam additive in the fuel tank. Looks like we're a little low here on this front tire after they filled it up for me. Dean's taking care of me, just in case we need to move something on there. Or if we get there and their forklift doesn't quite reach, we'll be able to do something. And then we got to put air in the tire, Dean. You know they aired these up for me yesterday?
They did?
They aired them all up and checked it.
Oh.
So I think I'm going to help them out and put a can of Fix-A-Flat in there. They'll really like that. But yeah, that looks low, doesn't it? And then I have no idea, Dean, but it sounds like my keys are in the ignition, but they aren't. Yeah, is that? Do you think that's the light? Hold on a sec. Let me see if it shuts off. Can you hear it?
Still beeping.
Still beeping? Why is it doing that? There's nothing. Is it just me? My door's open? I don't know. Let me help you out though. All right. Picked it up yesterday.
I see stones. Where did I see it? Is that a nail?
Is that mud? No, that's mud.
Should we take it over to the tire guys? Just BP it. Let them
They're
fix
not there.
it. What do you mean they're not there?
There's no BP. No,
It's closed?
Do they do it?
Wait. BP's closed?
Yeah.
You guys know what a goat rodeo is?
Yes.
It's turned into a goat rodeo. So we got a low tire. We're going to back it up onto those pallets. Then we're going to change the tire real quick. So what do we got here? The nut. So how in the world are you guys supposed to get that off there? Hold on. I know how to fix this. I don't know, Dean. I really can't get a grip on it. Go ahead.
That ain't working.
No. This episode's brought to you by Leonard Truck and Trailer. Come on, guys. Come on.
You're missing the almost missed the opportunity, Nate. How many problems in this world cannot be solved with the proper application of a waffle face framing hammer?
It's a lot to say when it's cold.
It is.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Watch your finger.
Ready?
This is ridiculous. Cost us an hour already. I can look through the camera. I don't think anybody else should be looking directly at the sun here. Yep, me too. What's that? Yeah, he was saying go in like this. I bet you cracked it now. Want to pop it off? Stick that guy in there. Hit it with a hammer. I'm gonna hand this to you. Somebody's got to film this. Almost. That's going to. Alright, do you have a grinder, Dean? It's a good thing Dean's here. I mean, somebody has to do the work. Oh, let me shove that under there for you before you try to take that tire off, Dean. I say we throw it in the back of the truck. What do you think?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, are these the same tire?
Same size. It looked like it was the same size. It's a 230.
This one's round, so it might not go on. Is it just too tall? Oh yeah, baby. I was worried there for a second.
Some air out of it.
Oh, that would have been crap if it was the wrong one.
I was thinking that it wasn't gonna fit. Find it?
Maybe.
Wait.
I don't know. Right there. Does that look like
It just looks like a crack.
Is that a crack? Oh, you don't want crack.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks like a crack, though. Or it could be a puncture.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna see if there's anything hard to grab onto. Nope.
Keep turning it.
There's got to be a leak here somewhere.
That looks like... Nope, stone.
Mud.
Valve stem.
Could be.
Spit around a valve stem.
Spit on the valve stem. That's probably not the first time old Dean said that.
That's your truck then?
Yeah. Look at that. He didn't even hit the side of the truck.
That thing will torque those things right off.
That's good, buddy.
That's broke. More things than I care to admit.
My hero. My hero.
It's rough on the knees.
Getting a lot of air in that one.
That was a good old-fashioned Jefferson Goat Rodeo. We're on the route to Seattle. Feels a little sketchy. It's just a little. Does it feel sketchy to you?
You know, I've trailered a little bit of stuff, and it feels okay.
14,000-pound trailer, so we're only hauling it 10.
Less than 10.
Less than 10. We should be good. All right. First 22 miles, 11-mile average. I'm doing 76 miles an hour. I'll drop it to 75. I have to tell you, this is way more comfortable than I thought it would be. It's a smoother ride than I thought it would be. It's definitely handling it. Like, I don't feel out of control at all. In fact, I feel like it rides smoother. That sound weird? Got some water crash in there, Kev.
Yeah.
As long as we aren't. Skyline action. Culver's.
First one was
You should sponsor my YouTube channel.
Culver's experience was Wausau, Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
It's a nice town. Be a good place for a Bissell Maple Farm hub.
New page.
I parked here last time. Definitely making a different sound for a crow.
know why? I think that's probably
Huh. Different sounding crow.
Yeah. It's like quacking.
It is quacking. Culver's it is. What do you know? Culver's. All right, mileage update. Getting 12.3. So far we've gone 151.9 miles, and we did make a couple stops. So food and fuel and picking up Dan. So we're gonna see how this does. And I did put it in trailer mode because Kevin advised it. But it's running smoothly. She's running really smooth. Like, this thing is meant to pull. Like, it's like meant to work. Not even really worried about it. So it's doing what it was designed to do. Might be time to tighten some straps. I don't know.
Maybe if the next one's there.
The syrup's just a sloshing. 12.4.
Awesome.
Quick coffee break. Kev's switching up with me. And it looks like we got the straps all fixed. Straps are good? All right. All right, Kev. What's it like this maple season not boiling?
What is it like not boiling this maple season? Honestly, I didn't miss it only because last year was such a struggle with only one RO in the volume. Plus, I think this year, just the whole weather thing, I wasn't really into. It's like it wasn't weather to
Why did you guys run one RO? Just never got enough sap to run to?
No, somebody got rid of the other one.
Oh, we only had one?
We only had one last year.
Come
For
on.
the whole season. We only had one RO last year for the whole season.
Are you messing with me?
I'm dead serious.
Who did that? Oh.
I won't say any names, but it starts with a Nate and it ends with a Bissell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have sworn we had two, but
No,
you're saying no.
We had one. No, I'm just that efficient. It seemed
Yeah.
like we had two.
Oh, okay.
So I tried to cool the evaporator off, room off as much as I could, shut the heat off, seriously. Would run the RO a little longer. I'd get in there and run it till like the sap tanks were nearly empty.
Then you'd fire
Then
it.
I would fire it up. And, it kind of messed with the
rhythm.
Run for an hour and a half, and then we had to clean up.
Yeah.
So it was a light season last year, it seemed like. I don't think Beaumont produced as much as...
No,
I think the Bissell family farm beat Beaumont
I think so too.
in sap production. Or it was really close.
It was. And both the tubing systems need replaced.
Right.
They're not even, yeah.
And Beaumont has half a gallon or better number of taps than the home farm. So
Yeah, 2,000 versus 6,500.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'll say triple.
And that's, yeah, I'm not even happy with how the farm's producing. I think the first year was the best I did. I did like 25, 27 gallons of sap.
Right.
Because when you run tubing with the older methods, like you'll have a great first year. And you'll be like, tubing's awesome. And then everything starts degrading because you got 7-8 taps per lateral and no wet dry lines where you should. You got main line where you should have wet dry, and you have laterals where you should have main line, and you don't have lateral. So you run a lot of the blue tubing and not enough of the main line.
It had me thinking about doing something down at our farm and tapping into the natural gas at the wellhead.
Oh yeah.
Maybe putting a sugar bush out there, and even if it was on buckets, it seemed like it'd be kind of a fun thing to do. It never got around to it, but not boiling for you had me thinking about doing it.
Well, I'll hang some buckets for you, Kev. It's a farm.
Maybe next year.
Right on a nice steep embankment.
Oh yeah, no, your place. No. Ours is a little more level.
That's true. Yeah, I missed it. I missed, having you guys make syrup.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's truth be told, I think whatever we would produce in a season would keep Zach running for what, a day?
That's true.
If that.
Not even a week.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
This trailer and this old rig is trailering super nice.
Like, you've pulled some trailers
A few.
down to Mississippi and
Yeah,
back.
yeah, man, that was a sketchy load. Definitely haven't pulled a sketchy load 2,500 miles. But I've done 1,000 miles.
I don't think we have a sketchy load.
No, it felt heavy sitting over there, but sitting here, it totally
The truck,
feels manageable.
yeah, like
Handles it
it's like the truck was designed for it. Kev, you use Tire Rack?
Oh, love tire rack.
That's how you order your tires.
Snow tires, trailer tires, just about every tire.
So do you put them on yourself?
Well, they have installers that they'll use, but I was taking them to our little local tire shop, which we found out today was closed.
Yeah.
But they have other installers you can check with, and other small tire shops will install those tires if you buy your own.
All right, Jess, this guy's just making us money. He's beating the budget. He's almost up to 13 miles per gallon. I figured 8.
Yeah.
I was going down. I was around like 11, 12. You put Kevin behind the wheel. I think we're doing better time and making money. How's that possible?
I tried to go in a straight line as opposed to, making all those fancy turns all the time.
That's just overreaction on my part.
Okay.
All right, second fill up, 33.9 gallons. No paper. No paper, Kevin.
Tell me,
All right, let's see what we got. Mileage. 5.7. Let's see, here we go. 5.7,906. And I'm going to be able to fill up my paperwork now. Young Daniel in here, he's looking for a 120 volt, so 12 volt to 120 volt converter, so he can keep his MacBook or whatever it is charged, so he can keep editing.
I don't know.
All right, here we go.
Charging at the moment.
We got a power drive. It's probably going to electrocute us all, but this gives him power for his computer.
Yep.
To edit. And it's running off 12 volts here. So he was sure that we needed at least 400 from the research he did. Because it was 200 on the plug, right?
Yeah. My charger said 200.
Where did we go? Love's first.
Love's first.
They were out of them. And then we went to the TA.
Time to get some grub.
Well, I'm hungry. Well, that's bright, dude. Texas Roadhouse. Thank you. This road is so bad. Oh my gosh.
Terrible road.
I'm just trying to hold my camera straight. You can see. I'll bet you it's stabilized or something.